Hey everybody, Cookie and Swanee here. Once again, it is podcast time. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but we wanted to go ahead and do one because pretty much our last one basically was talking about how the EA or slash DICE developers aren't doing anything and aren't communicating with the community. And that is still the case. They still have yet to do anything as far as we can tell. Plenty of things still in need of being patched. There's plenty of news that hasn't been said. There's plenty of complaints that aren't being addressed. I don't know what happened to the community, but excuse me, not the community, the developers. And this is more or less of a when are we going to get X, Y, and Z from the developers at this point, because we're getting absolutely nothing. So I guess the first thing to jump on here is we talked about how the Last Jedi DLC, how that was kind of a do or die for this game. And even though there's elements of it that are fun, a lot didn't go well in the Last Jedi DLC. And I don't know, is DICE just basically telling us, you know, we're giving up on this game, or are they going to have any kind of communication at some point? Because you'd imagine they're not going to completely give up on this, but they're acting that way.
Oh, yeah. Well, they came out and said that there's like 120 some developers that are working on this game and blah de blah blah blah. Well, they still have their community, like their PR sucks ass. Like they haven't said anything. Like none of the developers said squat on Twitter or anything to the community since November. It's freaking basically January at this point. So like, what are they doing? The DLC came out and there was tons of problems. Like they had to do those little hot fixes and stuff, some of which didn't even get fixed till like a week later. Like, it was a week before I could upgrade my Fin and Phasma to max, and then there were some people that had to wait even longer than that. So, like, what are they doing? Like, that should have been something they should have done that week. They should have had a patch and fixed it. And then they said that they were going to have frequent updates to the game, like every 2 weeks. They were going to do continuous patches and all kinds of stuff. Well, where's that at? Like, we haven't had any updates since the DLC came out.
Yeah.
They've just taken a long holiday. They're just not doing anything.
I would think for a video game developer, Christmas is a holiday that's unbelievably important and the biggest time of the year. And you're still kind of in this limbo of not doing anything. A ton of new people get the game. A ton of new people expect to be impressed by the game. And there's not much to be impressed by as far as what they're doing with the game or how they're advancing it.
They still have server problems.
Yeah, there's still rubber banding issues. There's still AFKers that are still on PC and Xbox from time to time. So not some things have been improved, but they're still there. There's still problems there. And some of these seem like relatively small issues that they're still not completely addressing. And I think one thing that's just advancing how embarrassing this is for the DICE developers is how now that mods have snuck into the game in the past week or two, we're kind of seeing how pathetic it is actually that we're not getting any new content, because these modders come in and easily give us new content. They've given tons of different outfits. They've given us Starfighter assault maps in arcade, extra extra Galactic assault maps in arcade. These don't seem like extremely difficult things to do. There's a mod that gives us
Galactic assault in arcade.
Yeah, it's just these are not hard things to do. Why can't the DICE developers do it? It's obvious what the people want. The game's been out for over a month and about a month and a half now, and they know what the people want. If they're working on it, they haven't told anyone, which is horrendous PR. So I'd imagine somebody's doing something, but you can't just go silent, because we'll just assume you're doing nothing if you just go completely silent.
Somebody brought it up a few weeks ago to Criterion on Twitter and was like, hey, this person got Galactic Assault on arcade. Or Starfighter Assault on arcade. And they're like, well, it's not that simple. Like, they just hack that into the game. It's not as easy to like, make it online and whatever. If one person in his free time can make a mod where you can play this in arcade mode, then you would think that 120 actual developers that know what they're doing could throw it together in no time at all.
Yeah,
one person versus 120. Like, what? Something's wrong there. So, are they just going up to the office every day and they're like, oh, well, what are we doing today, Bob? Nothing, Jim, just like we did yesterday. Good thing we're getting this EA paycheck. Feels good. Money in my pocket for not doing shit.
Keep in mind, like, modders don't really get much of anything out of this other than pure enjoyment of just giving an option to people. And sometimes they get paid, but generally they don't. So these modders don't even have any incentive to do it. The DICE developers have a ton of incentive to do this for the future of the studio. Well, for one, it's their job, but also DICE is, I mean, with the amount of horrendous PR that goes around this game and continues to go around this game, you know, they have so much to, frankly, be working for right now. They need to, like, boomerang the way their PR has been going lately and get it going in the right direction. What they're doing is horrendous. I mean, any little time they have talked, like even that guy commenting back to that guy, that still sounds terrible. That's the only... that just makes them sound like idiots. We all know that's BS. They're treating their fans like idiots after the whole Pink Vader cosmetic crate thing. And it's extremely, extremely stupid.
But look what these mods are doing. They're coming out with skins that make sense. Like, these aren't... Like, some of them are game-breaking. They're meant to be funny. But some of these look genuinely just... They look badass. Like, some of them aren't canon, obviously. But they look cool, and they have a Star Wars feel to them. Like, you can make costumes for Star Wars characters that aren't breaking the lore of Star Wars. So, like, these guys are just throwing together these costumes each day. They're just pooping them out like crazy. If they could just piece together costumes out of nothing, then the developers could easily do it. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, not to mention the stuff that was data mined, like the customization screens, which, you know, after playing with some of those characters, they're fun to play with. There's nothing, I don't see any glitches in them. I don't see anything screwed up. I don't understand at all why DICE didn't put this in the game. It was there. It was ready to go. This would have been really interesting. It would have been really cool to either progress and make it so you can have a Celestin outfit or get it in a loot box or something. Both of those would have been better alternatives to what they ended up doing. So
let me tell you,
and it was there.
What
it
they're
was there
doing
to be used.
I know what they're doing, and it just pisses me off.
You figured
but they're
it
pulling
out.
a Destiny.
Oh no.
They're pulling a Destiny. See, well, Destiny at least updated their game all the time, so Destiny at least does that better than Battlefront, because they would update their game a lot more frequently than this. But no, they're going by the same model where a lot of the crap they have is finished, but they're spacing it out just to prolong the life of the game. They probably have most of this customization options done. They probably have skirmish mode done, but they're going to release it like over time. So like we might not see DLC the whole month of January, and then they'll be like, oh, February update, guess what, guys, free DLC, it's skirmish mode, when the hell they could have added that in December. But to get people to keep coming back and just keep the game fresh for everybody, they're going to just piece by piece give us this shit that they could have already given us a long time ago. Like, those character skins are already done. That'll probably be its own DLC. You get character skins this DLC. Well, they need to go about it differently.
True.
At least tell us what you're doing.
But keep in mind, the longevity of this game is going to have more to do with, if they can keep the people playing it happy, which right now they're infuriated. So that strategy would work if the game was doing well, but the game's not doing well. The game's on life support, the way, at least compared to what it was supposed to be. So
well, I mean, it's got
they
a slight
need
bump
something.
for Christmas. More people are playing.
It'll always get a Christmas bump, but you need to keep the momentum going. If they don't do anything till February, you're going to lose some of that momentum. So, especially if they stay quiet until February, because people get fed up with games pretty quick, especially if they're not like diehard Star Wars fans. So, I would think there's tons at risk for EA/DICE, and maybe they're just so bad at PR and they're just so bad at talking that they've just told themselves, okay, since we don't
We're
know
just
how
never
to.
gonna say
We're just
anything.
never going to talk again because we're too stupid. We don't know how to speak out loud. We don't know how to type public messages. But because to be fair, every time they have talked, I guess since November, it's become some sort of like huge crisis. Like these guys are morons, but they've deserved that because almost every time they've said something, it's been stupid and ridiculous and not make any sense, and frankly, almost insulting to their to the gaming community. So I don't know. I guess maybe that's their strategy because if we talk, we just
Yeah, I
make
could
ourselves
see
look
being
worse.
a little afraid to talking after they were the most downvoted in Reddit history. Might
Yeah.
have something to do with it.
And their whole Pink Vader
But they need to
controversy.
learn from their mistakes. Not talking at all isn't learning.
No,
But-
it's. I mean, I guess you're not jumping all over the headlines and getting all that bad press, but you're getting nothing.
What
right
could they
now.
really say at this point that would get to that level? There's nothing really that they... Unless they're like, guess what, guys? We're bringing back loot boxes. Haha.
That would
That
do
would
it.
be stupid.
That would do it. That would do it. Yeah, they'd be back in the news though. They have some popularity back for all the
Yeah,
bad,
bad
wrong
press.
reasons. Yeah, that doesn't work in the gaming industry. Not all press is good press. We brought this up for a second earlier about how they haven't announced anything about future DLCs, like the next, what we would assume to be Clone Wars DLC. And I would think that's going to be a problem at some point. I understand that they can't necessarily give a exact date, but can't they at least give us a range of when it might come out? Like, say, early spring or late spring or just maybe February.
Kind of like a roadmap that they did
Yeah.
the first game.
Yeah, they did that in the first game. They kind of said, expect the DLC around this time, expect the DLC around this time. And I don't think it would be complete outrage from people if they were a little bit late. I mean, if they were 3 months late, yeah, there'd be outrage. But if you said it's going to come out in March and it comes out in early April or something, people aren't going to go crazy about that. Just like, give us some kind of idea.
Oh no,
when
they
this is
should
gonna
never
come
have
out.
late DLC ever. They have 120 people that aren't doing jack
Well,
shit
that's
right
also
now.
true.
So
But-
they obviously are working on the DLC, I would hope.
You would think, but I don't know what they're working on because they don't say anything. Like, I don't know if they're working on new patch updates or the new DLC or all these things. And also, it's kind of odd that they've been silent about mods because some of these mods are just showing them how pathetic they are. And like that person that was asked about Starfighter Assault, so they're obviously aware it's there. And I guess they just don't care, and they're not going to comment on that either. They're not pissed that it's happening. I have no idea what they're doing.
Another thing is the current setup they have with seasons is bad. It's just really
yeah.
bad. Like I thought the seasons were going to be a fun, exciting event where like this Tuesday you could have double credits or Starfighter Assault Wednesday where you get double XP in Starfighter Assault. None of that shit happens. It's just like, hey, it's Galactic Assault Saturday. Play Galactic Assault. That's it.
Yeah,
They're just
no
saying,
incentive.
Play this game mode. No incentive at all. You don't get any bonus loot or anything. And then there's supposed to be these challenges. The challenges suck and aren't worth it. I stopped doing the challenges because I have to go out of my way to do it. They're like, go in Starfighter Assault and get 10 kills. Like, I don't play Starfighter Assault enough to care to get those 500 credits. Like, that's... I don't know. But the challenges are stupid. Not worth it. And then the awards that they give you are kind of nice. Like, those are okay. Like, if you get first for the week, you get like 4,000 credits. That's a pretty decent award. And then if you win the whole thing, you get a purple card. But the purple card's random. So you got a duplicate the first time, and you only got 10 scrap for that. You got 10
what the hell
crafting
that
parts
was.
for an epic
No,
duplicate.
I got 10 credits. I didn't get 10 crafting parts.
Oh,
Don't give
10
me
credits?
too much credits. Yeah, 10 fucking
Wow.
credits.
That's useless.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
That's a slap in the face.
Oh,
So
man,
that's something that
that's a
needs fixed.
slap in the face, put my head in the mud, and throw me into the wall. That's what that is. Fucking dicks.
Yeah, so those awards aren't that good either.
No, and I mean, the whole
So-
season, does anyone actually care? I mean, it seemed to be something people were a little bit interested in at first.
Well, people cared at first.
First Order or Resistance, who are you going to pick? Who are you going to pick? And then I've forgotten about it after the first couple of days because you're right. The challenges are lame. They're not. There's not that many
I
of
don't.
them.
Is it still going on? I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
Like I
it's
haven't
still
paid
going on. I
attention
mean,
to
I
it.
still have Last Jedi challenges and stuff. At least I
Oh.
think that's part of it, which also isn't
They're
really
just
clear.
so pathetic that they're not worth noting. Is
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, like those things keep a game going, in my opinion, even better sometimes than DLC. Like you need to keep that space in between DLCs going. You do that with events and special prizes.
Well, the price has already dropped for this game a few different times. Like I saw it was on sale for $40. It came out a month ago.
That's horrible.
That's
$40.
ridiculous.
I remember like GTA kept.
If they're struggling
for like 3
that
years.
bad that they dropped this price to $40 when the game came out a month ago, then I think they need to do some DLC or some double XP events. If they're that afraid of people, like, I think they're so afraid of people not playing this game over a long period of time that they're killing off their community by making things so hard to upgrade that people don't want to upgrade them.
Yeah, that doesn't
Like,
work.
there's a difference. No. Like, if the game's fun, people will play it for a long time. Like, say everybody had every single star card unlocked right now, fully upgraded to purple. People would still play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the DLC is what keeps bringing people back. Making it so difficult to upgrade your shit is not what makes people come back to it.
It's as if they didn't pay attention at all to their first game, the one they made. Because even though it got a lot of bad press because it had, like, nothing in it at the beginning, that community stayed with that game for, like, a year and a half. And there was no progression at all. You couldn't earn
People
shit.
still play that game.
Except for
they like it more than
random...
this one.
Yeah, they still play it. You could only get random skins every once in a blue moon. And random guns, maybe the hut contracts and stuff. But there wasn't that many things you could get. You have so much more to earn in this game, and so much more you could add with DLC to earn, and so many options to do XP events and stuff, and you're not doing it. It doesn't make any sense at all. I have no idea why they're not doing any kind of double XP events, because especially with how stupid their microtransaction system is, it's built to give people that option. It's since their stuff is overpriced anyway, doing something like, hey, we're going to give out double crafting parts or double credits this week, that would mean a hell of a lot. And if you had like some crazy reward for a really hard challenge, like, hey, get, I don't know, like 300 kills in 24 hours in Starfighter Assault or something that's legitimately difficult to do, that's something, especially like a hardcore player like you, would be like, all right, I can't wait, I'm gonna jump in and do it. Of course, 300 kills for you would not be difficult at all. But like an actual
like
legitimately
4
hard
matches.
challenge. That's a good point. I was actually, but anyway, not the point. Give something like a difficult, timely challenge that isn't spaced out over like a month, like the challenges are right now, because that's just stupid. There should be like timed out challenges.
Well, currently
It's
their
just
weekly
lazy.
challenges are so easy you can do them in like 2 hours.
Yeah, I could look at one of them. One of them right now has an 18-day time limit.
Oh,
What the hell's
Jesus.
the point of that?
That's sad.
That's not fun to do. It's like I've already gotten half of it by accident, and I don't even know what it is, and I don't care to know what it is. It's just lazy. It's just
Well,
lazy.
they did like a double credit weekend. Do you know how many people would play that?
Yeah, especially
I
right
would
after
probably
Christmas.
take a week. I'd take time off of work because I'd get so many credits that I could make so many future videos for this channel based off of that weekend alone. Oh my god! Like people would play that non-stop that weekend because everybody needs credits in this game. Hell, you get 40,000 credits on Saturday alone. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you know how easy it would be
getting
just to
annoying.
like give people like, if you said, hey, we're gonna have double crafting parts and loot crates. Oh shit, people are gonna play now for that week because they want to get the loot crates, they want to get the double crafting parts or something. Even something that small would attract a lot of people. Give out fucking crystals if they want to, as long as they give out enough that you could actually buy something. I mean, it's just so stupid and lazy. It's kind of aggravating because it's so easy to do. I just have no idea why they would. It
Yeah,
sounds
they need
like they're
to
trying
fire
to kill
their
this game
PR
off.
dude.
I hope
And
he or she's already been fired, because that's ridiculous. I've
We've
never heard of
already
a company with worse
spat
PR.
out like 5 or 6 different ideas they could do to get people to play this game, and they haven't done any of them yet.
Yeah, we don't brainstorm about this. We're literally coming up with these as we're talking to you guys live. This part of it, there was no prep. So obviously this takes no time to think of it. And they have full-time jobs doing this. Come on, guys. You can do this.
Yeah.
Easy fixes. But anyway.
So, in summary, they haven't done shit since our last podcast talking about how they haven't done shit.
In summary, they haven't done shit. That's as good as we could summarize it for you guys. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. As always, hit up those comments. I know you guys have a lot of your own opinions, a lot of your own struggles with this game. Or maybe you disagree completely and you think they're doing a really good job. Either way, hit up those comments. Let us know what you think. Also, let us know in the comments what you want us to do next time around for a podcast. We take a lot of your guys' ideas into consideration, so go ahead and hit us up down there. Hit the like button as always. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to become a patron/sponsor, now's a great time to do that as well. And
yeah, those help us keep the channel going.
And watch another video, because that helps.
Yeah.
A lot too.
And that's going to do it for us.
Goodbye,
and
guys.
Talk to you guys next time.
Your defeat is inevitable.
I warn you not to underestimate my powers.
Do not throw away your potential.
Don't force me to kill you!